When I'm bored on a Monday afternoon, usually I'll crack open Flight Simulator or FIFA or watch a film or doomscroll TikTok. But on this random Monday, for whatever reason, I decided I was so bored that I was going to leave the country. The idea was simple: find a cheap flight at 3 o'clock for that evening, fly somewhere I'd never properly explored before, spend the next day seeing what I could, and then somehow make it home again. No weeks of planning, no itinerary, no hotel booked months in advance, just me, a backpack, and whatever happened after I clicked confirm booking. It's currently Monday the 8th of June, one day after my birthday. I kind of want to go somewhere tonight, so let's have a little look where we could go. Go on to the old skyscanner.com. We'll start with London, because I think there'll be more options. To everywhere, today, returning tomorrow, in the evening preferably, flying out as late as possible tonight, returning as late as possible tomorrow. Italy, Perugia, 5:05, I'm not going to make that, I'm not from Stansted. Murcia, I'm not going to Ibiza. It's really difficult because all the flights I could actually make don't look like they're on that cheapest thing. Like if you look at FlightRadar on my screen right now, yeah, I've got at 9:30 to Edinburgh. I've got, I think beyond 8 PM we could make. So we've got Berlin, Valencia, Gdansk, Glasgow, Toulouse, Belfast. I don't really care where I go. I'm just bored. Okay. Little bit of an update for you. It is still the same day. Only about half an hour has passed since I last spoke to you, and I have come up with some sort of a plan. It's Milan. It's departing tonight from Stansted at 9:50, getting a 1:45 in the morning, airport hotel on that boy. Then the next day we don't come home until 10:45, landing into England at 11:40. It is £162 total, which is not exactly as cheap as Ryanair can be if you don't book it on the day. And if I was to go tomorrow to wherever I wanted to go, it would be cheaper. But I want that night, I want that time to explore the place. There's only one window seat left on the plane, so you know we're booking it. Well, the flight back's not quite as busy. No, we don't need fast track. One small bag. I don't need travel insurance. I don't want to rent a car, that would be fun, but I don't want to, not on this occasion. And just like that, it's booked. At 3 o'clock, we have booked a flight for 9:50 PM the same day. In about an hour or two, we'll head down to Stansted Airport. I've booked the parking, I've booked the hotel in Milan, well in Bergamo, because Ryanair cheapskates, and everything's good to go. Extremely spontaneous, but let's go explore Milan. And if you can't tell, I've somewhat lost my voice, so you have to bear with me on this video. Oh shit, it's not unlocked. Let's go to fucking Milan. Hey! What am I doing with my life? Quick stop at the service station. Beaconsfield service is the best service station in the entirety of the country. No debate at all. It's time to continue the journey. Should be getting there about 7:10, ready for our 9:50 flight. Right, the car has been left at some parking space I booked on Just Park. What a brilliant app, by the way. Affordable parking literally everywhere. We need to now figure out if the airport. There is a train station nearby. I think the next train's in 20 minutes, but I was looking at getting an Uber because I've got no mobile data right now. So not only can I not find out where the train station is, I can also not book an Uber. So it's a bit of a double whammy problemo right now. Is this a train station? I mean, it looks and sounds like a train station. I hope it is. We'll check when the train is, and yeah. 20 minutes till a train, probably not going to make that, so we get on Uber 5 minutes. Welcome to London Stansted Airport, which in the words of Jeremy Clarkson is located
nowhere near London.
Despite that minor geographical inconvenience, Stansted is one of the busiest airports in the UK and serves as Ryanair's spiritual headquarters. If you've ever found yourself looking at flights that are suspiciously cheap, there's a very good chance they leave from here. Whether you're heading off for a weekend city break, a questionable lad's holiday, or you simply got bored on a Monday morning, although I don't think anybody else is doing that, Stansted has probably got a gate and a flight for it. The airport is home to hundreds of low-cost flights across Europe, with the big daddy of this airport being Ryanair, but also has flights from Jet2 and EasyJet amongst others. Now, if you're new to the Travelino channel, I have a deep hate for this airport. But today, there's no one here. It was absolutely dead in Stansted, which I'd never ever seen before.
It was definitely appreciated though, and we were through security in no time at all. No need for that stupid scammy Ryanair fast track, eh?
Security, boom, like that. Oh my word, that was historically quick for Stanley. But it's probably something to do with it being Random Monday at, what, 8 PM now? But that's alright, doesn't matter. I believe there's like a really good spoon, so I'm going to go there. Very clearly a little bit of refurb going on around here, and it's also very clearly inspired by Manchester Airport, their Terminal 2, the new one. But that is of course because they're both owned by Manchester Airport Group along with the East Midlands. What they had in it to wear. So that's the executive decision I made. Oh, lo, lo, lo. This has all been a bit of a whirlwind, and that does have a mental effect on you, I'll be honest. Like, I'm going to Milan with zero plan and coming back tomorrow night. First of all, I'm a lot more tired than I realised when I booked this trip. I am having second thoughts. Sadly, we can't have them, because I paid for it and I'm full security. So, I'll take the edge off and get to Milan. Gate 49, got about 50 minutes till departure. 20 minutes until boarding closes. Oh, golden hour outside. Let's see if I can find a window.
With the sunset doing what I thought was impossible and making Stansted look somewhat aesthetically pleasing, it was time to get ready to board our aircraft. To start this crazy last minute 24 hours.
So as I showed you earlier, this plane looks extremely busy. I got the last remaining bookable window seat, so this could be a interesting experience. Also, I'm 90% sure that man just said get out of the way. How fucking rude. Do you want to know how you know you're on a Ryanair flight? Let me tell you how you know. That's our aircraft, right? You see all the people still getting off it? Came from Milan, right? People are boarding. They're going through the jetway. That's how you know you're flying Ryanair, other than the big Ryanair letters. It is crazy how fast these Ryanair turnarounds are.
Today's aircraft is 9 Hotel Quebec Charlie Papa, a 10.2-year-old Boeing 737-800 currently operating for Malta Air, Ryanair subsidiary, who are of course obviously operating this flight. The aircraft was originally delivered to Ryanair in April 2016 under the original registration of Echo India Foxtrot Romeo Juliet, with the reg change coinciding with the aircraft's move to Malta Air in 2020. This is not a trip report or a flight review, so there's not going to be much said about the flight, other than the fact that it's about an hour and a half and will happen pretty much entirely during night time, so I intended on falling asleep. If you want to see a couple Ryanair reviews though, there's a few of those on my channel. Just like that, just shy of 7 hours after clicking the confirm booking button, I was on my way to Milan, and I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do when I got there. But for now, the focus was on trying to get some sleep because I was exhausted. Christ.
Night flights might be the go. I think I dozed off for a bit and suddenly I'm in Italy. And it was so cosy and warm and you know what I mean? Because it was night, it just felt nicer. I just got through there basically, right? The citizens had their own e-gate section, which is really cool. I love that. Unfortunately it wasn't working. We didn't find out it wasn't working until we were done using it. And then we had to go to another queue. But that still wasn't that bad. It is 1 in the morning though, and I need to figure out how to get to the hotel that I'm staying at. The problem is it's a bit of a distance away, and the buses aren't very clear, and also Uber's 40 quid. I made the decision to get the bus rather than pay extortionate prices for a taxi and then walk. We'll see how this goes. So obviously it's a Ryanair flight, so it takes you to the outskirts airports. Milan's is called Milan Bergamo. I knew that, luckily, obviously, as an expert, and booked a hotel in Bergamo. It says it's a 3-minute walk up up here, but I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't a little bit freaked out. I'm in a country I don't know, in a place I don't know at 2 in the morning, but let's just get to this hotel. This is where I'm staying, technically from tomorrow until today, but the flight got here so late. But should be alright. It's the hotel. My voice is on its last limbs, and my lip is very sore, so hopefully tomorrow we don't wake up with a very fat lip. I've stayed in this hotel chain before, and the rooms are always a bit weird like this, if you kind of know what I'm saying. But they're bedrooms, and they have a bed, and a bathroom, and a mirror. Ooh, get a life, Joel. Go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. I will give you updated in the morning. Who would have thought when I woke up this morning at my house I'd be in, well, Bergamo, technically not Milan, but we're gonna go to Milan, so it's okay. I'm gonna rest everything. Bye. Right, morning. In fact, I think it might be afternoon now, actually. But that's besides the point. We're gonna go out now. I slept as long because we got back late. Our flight's not till late, so it was important we got to sleep. I will get this back at some point, don't worry. Right then, all checked out of the hotel. We need to go and now find the train station. It's like a 3-minute walk. It's kind of why I booked this place. And then it's into the train to the city centre of Milan from here in Bergamo. Right, train station has been located. We are here. We need to get the train. I think I literally just missed the next one, but I imagine they're fairly frequent. I decided to get a train that changes. And I think I managed to do it. It was all in Italian. I think I accidentally booked first class. It was only €9, but still.
One of the things I envy the most about the rest of Europe is these beautiful double-decker trains. So much space, so many seats.
We're basically on a massive waste of time here. We're going to Travelino just to go to Milan, because I don't want to wait till the next one.
As we chugged on past the hotel that I had spent last night in, I was wondering what I was actually going to do when I got to Milan, and I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. A quick switch of trains at Travelino, a little town in Italy, at least I think that's how you pronounce it, and we were well on our way to Milan city centre.
Oh, I'm at the wrong station. I'm in Milan over in Brate. I wanted to go to Milan Central, and the train just stopped off. The train there going to Milan Central. I'm going to try and make it. Ha ha ha! Wow. Wow, 128 is saying, it's like 124 and it's late, so. I noticed that about all the trains, they leave whenever they feel like it, so keep an eye on that. To be fair, the Milan trains are really quite good. They're all double-decker, loads of seats available. They're all on time, if not early, which is a bit bad, but it's better than late. We are here in Milan Central Station. Impressive train station. Well, I've made it to Milan. I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, but I am in Milan. Right, I think first port of call is to get some lunch. I'm thinking pasta for lunch, pizza for dinner. That's my plan. You got to do it. You got to do it. When we're in the restaurant, that's when we look at where we should go next. We'll ask ChatGPT. We'll ask the Google to find out where we should be going in the city. Bloody lovely, mate. Absolutely lovely, and really cheap too. Like €12 or something for a set menu, which is not really a set menu. I'm not sure why they call it that, but because you can still choose what pasta you have. But it was just set in the fact that you get a drink and a coffee. Anyway, I'm going to walk in this direction for 35 minutes, and apparently, eventually, we'll reach some of the sites. Quite hot, as expected, to be fair. But it's what, 30 degrees, and I'm English. If it goes above 22, I can't handle it. But we're walking in the direction it told us to walk in. I don't really know where this is though, but we'll find out. Decided I wanted to go somewhere pretty much this time yesterday. We should highlight the beauty of Europe, right? Booked it about 2 hours later. About 2 hours after that, I was on my way to the airport. 2 hours in the airport, an hour and a half on a plane. And I'm in a completely different country and culture. That's why Europe is insane.
Now, because this trip had been booked so last minute, I hadn't exactly had time to plan anything, as I mentioned earlier. So I thought I'd ask ChatGPT what I should do in Milan. It gave me this route that included the cathedral, the castle, the park, the canals, and a few other places that looks somewhat important, I guess. As somebody with absolutely no local knowledge whatsoever, that seemed good enough for me, so that's exactly what I got up to. This is the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, one of Milan's most famous landmarks. It's basically a very expensive shopping centre disguised as a historical attraction. It's got tons and tons of designer brands, and nothing that I could even dream of affording right now. In fact, I bought a keyring from a souvenir shop just outside it, and that cost €2, and I thought that was steep and almost didn't buy it. In here is basically a load of designer places and a McDonald's, but a load of designer places, and basically it's just a photo opportunity for everybody. Everywhere you look, there's people taking selfies, getting their photos taken, and to be fair, I get it. It's a very impressive and famous place in Milan. This is the Milan Cathedral, and honestly, it's an impressive landmark. Construction started back in 1386 and took nearly 600 years to complete. To put that into perspective, when they started building it, England was still being ruled by Richard II, and I thought the train from the airport took a while. You're not funny, Joel. You're not funny. Next up was a short walk to the Castello Sforzesco. I don't know how to pronounce it. But before you actually reach the castle, there's this pretty little fountain that apparently the locals call the wedding cake fountain. I can kind of see why. My main consideration was that I should just jump in it because it was so hot. I could so get in that right now, it's so hot. The castle itself was built in the 1400s by the Duke of Milan at the time, Francesco Sforza. It was designed to protect the city and show off the power of the people who ruled it. Over the years, it was damaged during wars, rebuilt several times, and used by different rulers as the control of Milan changed hands. Today, it's home to a number of museums and art collections. Very much thankfully for me, I'm visiting it now, because I don't think I would have done so well 500 years ago. I also discovered a museum in the castle that was paid to get entry, but for whatever random reason, and possibly one of the best coincidences that could have possibly happened, you can get in free every second Tuesday of the month if you're under 25. That is weirdly specific, isn't it? There we go. Look at that. What is the luck of that? There's just corridors and corridors. I wonder where it takes us. First floor. Museum of Musical Instruments. Second floor. Museum of the Detective Arts. Decorative Arts, you fucking sausage. So this must be first floor, up there must be second. But this is closed today, I think. So, in here. There's so many rules in here. They tell you which way to go and they follow you around. It's quite intimidating. It is very crazy that we still have things from the 1400s, isn't it? Not that I know what any of this was used for. Oh, it says. Ah, I see. Big range of stuff here. If museums are your thing, then come here in Milan. Very cool. Very cool. They also had this musical instrument section, which, if you're interested, it's quite cool. I mean, I thought it was quite cool, to be fair. I wish I could play guitar, by the way. It's like a lifelong wish, but I never will because I'm just lazy. I'm leaving there now. I'm glad I didn't have to pay, because museums aren't really my thing. I only really do them when I'm not in my home country. But if museums are your thing, that's very cool. The only thing I would say though is the security guards were very intimidating. Made me feel like I was breaking the law every time I took a step. But I get it, it's their job, and also I'm a tourist, they probably think I'm up to no good. And I completely understand that stereotype based on others, to be honest. Directly behind the castle, you'll find Sempione Park, the largest green space in Milan city centre. The park was created in the late 1800s on land that had once been used for military purposes, and today it's a popular place for locals and tourists to walk, relax and escape the busy streets of the city. And after spending most of the day walking around the busy city, I could definitely see the appeal. Right, I'm walking around again. There's a park here, very nice park in fact, and they've got Spider-Man singing on a guitar. Gotta love it, sounds good to be fair. Right, well, the next recommended place to go is to Navilgi, which is a metro station away. On my way down to the subway, metro, whatever, shat myself because I was like, what the hell? Has it got stuck? It's these doors. So that would make more sense. Oh, fucking hell. On we get. My final stop of the day was Navilgi. Originally built as a system of canals to help transport goods in and out of Milan, the area has now been transformed into one of the city's most popular districts. It's packed with restaurants, bars and cafes with people lining the canals throughout the day and well into the evening. After a day spent rushing between what ChatGPT recommended, it felt like the perfect place to slow down, and had I have had more time I would have spent the majority of it here, because it was lovely. All these bridges are filled with love locks that couples can come and secure their love over the canals of Milan. I might do that for my camera or something because, you know. On a real note though, how many of these do you reckon are still together? I reckon at least half of them are broken up and 10% of them are probably divorced. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. No hate to any of these couples, of course. I hope you're still together. Plan of action is to hang around this cutesy little area and then we're gonna maybe get some dinner. And after that, head back to the airport. It has just dawned upon me that to have to drive all the way back home at 11 PM. Alright, made some decision to get some dinner. Pulled into a pizzeria along the canal. Lovely stuff. Not gonna lie, this pizza was nice, but I kind of expected better in Italy. Yet again, I went into the first place I saw. I didn't research where a good pizza was. I have decided I'm just gonna chill in this spot for a bit. About 20 minutes. And then probably need to start my commute over to the bus station, which is long, on the metro, that hellhole again. And then, bus to the airport. And I've already got a notification saying my flight's half an hour delayed. So, this is good, but it's not the end of the world. But I am just thinking about that drive back from Stansted at 1 in the morning. We're gonna have to get some Red Bull. Right, that's that done. Time to head back the way we came. To the metro. It's a much longer metro journey this time. It's 9 stops, 16 minutes. Then we're getting on a Flipco bus to Bergamo Airport. Right, we're on a bus. Not the one we were originally going to get, a different bus company, but a bus to go to Bergamo Airport. So hopefully we get there in good time. And yeah. I am so tired, but we have made it to Milan Bergamo Airport. And just like that, my time in Italy was coming to an end. Now, despite often being marketed as Milan Bergamo Airport, the airport is actually located in the city of Bergamo, as I explained earlier, around 50 kilometers away from Milan itself, so of course this is where Ryanair fly from. For me though, it was a relatively nice airport, and it was the place that was gonna take me home after a kind of crazy day. Through security now, and then also through the pre-flight passport check you gotta do. I will say, those are probably the second most miserable / intimidating passport control people I've ever come across. The first were in Rotterdam, in the Netherlands, just not very chatty, and come now. They did a new fingerprint thing, I was like left to right, right. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Again, right, there's the boarding in progress, you see, right? This is our aircraft inbound from Stansted. Okay, it's just landed. It's just pulling up the gate. But we're all going to go Stansted in a jet. Ryanair, no fares, made simple. Right, it looks like things are moving now. I'd like to get on board and get settled, so let's go now. My aircraft back to Stansted is 9 Hotel Victor Victor Lima, just 2.7 years old, a Boeing 737 MAX 8, operating for Malta Air. Let's get home, well, to Stansted and drive home.
Continue reading, there is a light in the panels above your head.
As we bid farewell to the city that we arrived in just 24 hours ago, I decided just to sleep again, or at least I attempted to. It didn't go quite as well this time, I'll be honest. As I couldn't sleep and this strange day came to an end, there's something about aeroplanes that makes me get all in my thoughts, and this is what I thought on this flight. I think this low-key, I speak really quietly here because I'm kind of embarrassed with the camera, especially when half the place is sleeping. But I think low-key, like, people take flying and the fact that we can travel so easily, spontaneously, and visit a new country for us, a new city for us, a new culture for us, in Europe and all across the world. I think people take that for granted. Like, this invention is insane, and not only is the invention insane, the development is crazy. And so is, like, the fares, the prices that we can now get for. Insane. I mean, you could go even deeper there and be like, the amount of stuff we take for granted in life, even living where we do, but this isn't the channel for that. Let's land at Bio Airport so I can drive home. Anyway, after a very long day, it wasn't long before we were landing back into London Stansted. The original plan had been pretty simple: fly to Milan, see what I could, eat some food, and get home in one piece. And somehow, despite the complete lack of planning, that's exactly what happened. As we started our descent back into the UK, I found myself looking out the window and not quite believing the Monday and Tuesday that I just had. But there wasn't much more thinking time to be had as we touched down back into the United Kingdom.
Thank you for the day.
Cheers, thank you. I'll be honest, this is the last time you're going to hear from me in this video until I get home. Because I'm so tired. Good fun though. And made it home, indeed I did. What a crazy trip that was. And welcome back to the Joel Travelino YouTube channel. First of all, there's going to be more uploads coming. I know I've said it a million times, but I think I mean it this time. We've got a lot of travelling already done and hopefully more to come over the next few months. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it proved that if you get so bored that you want to visit a new place, you can in fact do it. Whether you're a new viewer or a returning one, I really appreciate you watching this video. If you are a new viewer, however, it would mean the world to me if you hit like and subscribe, as it shows that you enjoy the videos and it motivates me to create future content. Just one click of that red button and that thumbs up button can help me out more than you could ever imagine. For now though, I'll see you in the next one, which hopefully shouldn't be too long away, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.
There was nothing much left as the sun started opening its eyes.